consciousness. Something that I feel that we lack in our days. Because Aldous Huxley said it best. The more you know, the more you see. Hold up, folks. Let's rewind that back. The more you know, the more you see. So the more you're entwined about the stuff that's happening around you, the more that you are able to grasp on and hold to, because you are understanding the foundational system of your education necessary for you to understand that topic, the more that you will be able to see those issues present. Because in our lives, we spend our times in Plato's caves. That the visual perception has caused us to only see something that has been designed by shadows from the media. Because if you think about all the stereotypes of what a woman should be, that they should be a housewife, they should be cooking. All the stereotypes of a man, that only men can be superior, only men can be strong. There's stereotypes about minorities, that they gotta be thugs, they gotta be uneducated, they gotta be barbarians. See, all these stereotypes has caused us to visualize a certain image because we don't know enough. So thus meaning we are not seeing the truth about what's really being represented. That we don't see the truth about what's really going on in our lives, because there's a lot that happens that we miss out on because we are not self-educating ourselves. That we miss out on the opportunity to see something greater that's being represented, because all we know is what's being represented on that wall. There's no stepping out of our box of comfort and in our box of ignorance, because we don't want to believe in anything, because our hands are constantly on the keyboard typing. Our eyes are constantly on the screen looking at the news video. Our attention span is so short that we are not being able to be conscious about what's going on. We are not being able to be conscious about the issues that are at hand. And trust me, there are a lot of issues at hand. And the reason why we don't discuss many of them is because we don't take the time to educate ourselves. We don't take the time to remove ourselves from the level of lack of consciousness, the level of ignorance that has been presented upon us due to, media's ideologies that has been placed on us. That there's no type of good lighting, there's no ambient light on the great topics. There's only ambient light on the certain design shadows that we are intended to see. And because of that, because we're forced to see a false perception about what reality you think is supposed to be, we don't get to see it. Those shadows are a fantasy. That lack of education is causing you to not stand up. It's causing you to not see it. Just because it's not seen by you doesn't mean that it's not seen everywhere else. Things are still happening in this world. So, the world is going on as you're consumed in the parties that you go to, as you are consumed in the homework that you are drowning yourself into, as you are consumed with the amount of socializing you are doing. See, there's a paper outside your house. There's a paper on the internet. There's a paper in the classroom where you can sit down and read. There's something outside that cave. There's a light shining, but you don't want to look at it. You don't want to go towards the light because we're so used to not being conscious, not seeing, not knowing something. And so we don't know it. We don't take the time to really see it. See, we're connoting a false idea because you just denotatively are describing something. You're just denotatively saying, oh, I see a chair, so that's all it is. But see, that chair can have layers of deep meaning. The four legs holding up the sofa, allowing it to be stable. The back, allowing yourself to lean back and not allow yourself to fall back as you stand stable in your own place. See, there's deeper meaning in the photos that we watch. There's deeper meaning in the shows that we tune into. There's deeper meaning into everything that's happening on. But see, if you don't know anything about it, you can't see the truth. You just see a false perception. And that false perception is getting us hurt. Those stereotypes, the visual persuasion that the media loves to do. Yeah, you may think it's funny. You may think that nothing is happening to you, so it can't be as important, but it is. And our lack of consciousness has caused us to fall down this drain of negativity. And it's caused us to fall down this drain of ignorance. We are literally drowning in our own fantasy that the media has created because we don't want to step out. We don't want to know any more than what we know. Who wants to be told that they're ignorant? Who wants to be told that there's more to what you just researched? Who wants to? But see, that's the point. You need to. Because Aldous Huxley said it best. The more you know,